Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well. Back out today, a Saturday. This is the 14th of October. Happy through October already, eh? We're into autumn now. It's certainly colder, a lot colder this morning. 4 degrees last night, and we'll be getting frosted, no doubt. So I'm back out again today with friends Bob and Trav. And I'm tailing Charlie to film as usual. We're off down the borders. This will actually, it's quite a long day, 100 miles, but a lot of footage, so it's going to be 2, maybe 3 films. And today's first film is riding down to Norham, just over the border in England. So just a couple of quick things to say. Thanks so much for the overwhelming response to the 10,000 mile review film I just did on my classic 350. Unbelievable response. So that last film I put on a Friday night at 8 PM and I got up the next morning at 7 AM and it had 1,100 views, and by the following Saturday evening, after just 24 hours, it was over 2,000 views, about 2,300 or something. So yeah, I'm quite blown away by that, and I have to thank everyone who liked that film and came over also and left comments. A lot of new guys. And on top of that, a third thing to say is thank you to all the new subscribers in the last couple of days, 200 plus subscribers. So by the time you watch this, it's probably going to be 4,000 subscribers, which I'm amazed at. I can't thank everybody enough. Thank you, yeah, cool. So that's us 3 or 4 miles down the A1 into Berwickshire already, and we'll head up over the Lammermuir Hills now. It's a beautiful day. It is cold though. We're all saying that when we stop later on, how cold it is. So you always get that time of year in autumn when it suddenly just drops like 5 to 10 degrees and you're just thinking like, oh my goodness, it's so cold. But you know, you adjust to it, you layer up and stuff like that. And I had my winter gloves on today. I'm back on my RST leather gloves. Didn't have the batteries in them today plugged in, don't leave them quite yet. But yeah, definite change in the weather even though the sun's shining. So all 3 of us later on today when we were stopped were just reflecting on how much enjoyment there is riding down here in Berwickshire on these wee motorbikes. They're not wee motorbikes, I need to stop saying that. Get out of that mindset. Down here these bikes are all you need. They're absolutely perfect. It's just brilliant how quiet it is down here in Berwickshire. So this is us just riding in Abbotston Mathens, and the dust cloud here is the farm road entrance up to Barnside Farm. My partner G grew up, our family used to farm that. The wood on the top of the hill is Linton wood, planted by our grandfather, which is sadly mostly destroyed with Storm Arwen. But it's stunning down here, be it a summer evening or high pressure winter day, or today an autumn high pressure day as it was, out of the wind down here. Great. also, as we rode on down to Kelso later on and stopped for a bite to eat, nearly all the bikes were parked up. They were all smaller bikes than what we were on the Groms 125, so there's something to think about. Folk might still have their big bikes, but they're buying smaller bikes for winter riding, so they get all year round riding, and bikes that are cheaper to run, as the guys that we spoke to with the Honda Groms later on in Kelso. You'll see that in the next film. That was good fun meeting other guys out today on smaller bikes than us. So here in Preston, we'd started to head east across to Churnside, and from there we'd head south down towards the border and over to Norham. So here is the wee bridge we go over, which has got the jail underneath. Remember Nell Logan's bridge, the video I did? This is it here. And if you look through the playlist for these films I've done on the Royal Enfield, you'll see that I visited that. So as previously mentioned, if you want to buy a van, come to Churnside. There's more than enough to choose from. This is where we bought our Vivaro van, Waterloo Vans, brilliant company, family owned business. That's what you want to buy it from. You get proper service. So yeah, Churnside's a lovely place, and we just headed south from here down to the border at Norham. And you'll notice the deeper we get into the Merse, which is the rich agricultural land here in Berwickshire, the less cars we encounter, which is absolutely amazing. We all agreed we absolutely love coming down here now because of that. On these bikes, they're absolutely perfect down here. You don't need anything faster or bigger to enjoy these deserted roads. And now we're crossing over the old border boundary, the River Tweed, near Norham. So we parked up for pictures, and actually just nice to stop and get a wee bit of a heat in the sun here. It was a cold day, it looks beautiful but it was cold.
(1885) this was built. Some big salmon running in this. Beautiful stonework.
While the news is full of schools that are falling down that are 20 years old. How can they build bridges in the 1800s and they're still standing today? Hats off to the engineers and architects and tradesmen that built these things.
Alright.
And of course, now that we're back into England, we don't have 20-mile speed limits in villages, which is, we'll talk about it another time. It's ridiculous, the 20-mile-an-hour thing in Scotland. If anyone wants all the bad points about them, I can quite happily tell you. But I'll tell you what's happened is the speeding is worse now through villages since they've been introduced. We sit watching cars zooming past us at 30-40 mile an hour easily all the time. Anyway, there's a lovely old church here in Norham. We've got to go and have a look at the Commonwealth War graves and look at the church itself. Yeah, it's beautiful. Massive graveyard. Must have been quite a place, very important place at one time. So why did we walk round and then we headed off towards the honey farm? We all did say that we'll come back down here and go to the castle one day. There's so much to go and see, you can't do it all in a day. So we'll return to Norham and we'll go to the castle for a walk around, park up. That'll be a good day out. Got to save days like that for when it's too cold to ride for too long. You just ride down, walk about, warm up, and then ride home. Okay then, so I'll be wrapping this film up soon as we've got too much footage for one film, it'll be too long. So once again, thanks everyone who responded and watched my last film, this is my old review. I'm overwhelmed with responses, the comments, the new subscribers, the likes, etc. Yeah, so the journey continues on the wee 350. Which is not wee, so shut up, Bruce. It's an amazing bike because it's big on character. So every time we come here, there's something new to see. So we're going to go for more of an explore here, and we'll catch up next time for a full walk around in here and a new bit of here that we never knew we could go into. So the cafe is now closed for the winter, so we'll need to wait for a cup of coffee and cake once we get to Kelso. So as always, thanks everyone for everything. Truly appreciated coming over and saying hello and liking and subscribing and all that. I'm not asking folk to do it, it's their choice to do it. I'm not a begging channel. So we'll see you in the next part of this for a look around some really cool old stuff, okay? So as always, thanks again and bye for now.